Jella, got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA, you tryna, yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA, you tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Raiders are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Chiefs, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Cooper will come in motion right. Now Jameis on 2nd down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. A good pickup there at 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Cooper, the man in motion right. Now a second down throw for Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. still in search of the first down after that last completion. In motion left here, Landry. On third down, Winston. And he's got his man. It's Darboh. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And now here's a carry heading left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Here's Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. McDaniel, he finds an opening past the 40. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. McDaniel. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Landry, the receiver, in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Jameis to throw it. Looking sideline, incomplete. Amara Darboh, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. In motion left here, Landry. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Muhammad Wilkerson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. To throw on 2nd down. McDaniels, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Let's go! Blue landed! Back there in that Philly, here we go! Here we go! 3-19!
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDaniel. Now they go screen. It's complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready? Blue ready. Flip, flip, flip. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Landry, the receiver, in motion left. From the gun, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Cooper will come in motion right. 3rd and short yardage. Winston out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The first down throw for Winston. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Let's go now.
In motion left here, Landry. A second down throw for Winston. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Ready.
Winston now. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Let's go now. Blue ready. Flip. Take it. Sonic. Nickel. Motion, I got one. Motion. Flip. White. Sonic. Safety green.
Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. There goes Melvin Gordon, the 20. And a cutback left and a crease here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Melvin Gordon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. A first update now out of Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Landry, the receiver, in motion left. On 1st and 10, Winston. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Cooper, the man in motion right. Jameis now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They go play action. Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Evans. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Winston. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Off play action. McDaniel. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. McDaniel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
The play clock's running down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Looking to throw. McDaniel. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Ready. Blue ready. Flip, flip, flip. Easy, easy, easy. 150, 150. Easy, easy, easy. Let's go now. Blue ready.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll send Landry in motion right. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ready? Easy. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Sonny.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Bud Dupree. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. On play action, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, that's got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down following the run. As they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, McDaniel. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
All right, here we go. Blue,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back to throw. McDaniel. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Winston. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now here's a carry heading left, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Looking to throw. McDaniel. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Halfback sent in motion. On fourth down, McDaniel. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Defense showing blitz. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Time running out here on the play clock. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got some space here. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Raiders on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff as they run left side. Nifty move. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 18-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
To throw, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Cooper, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always...
It's caught inside the 25. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a handoff as they run left side. A little juke. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Chiefs, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Oakland, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.